Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this kickoff session. Today we have the presentation of a new solution in our marketplace of Intcomex for Caribbean called SmartTime 365. My name is Isabel Gallardo, and I'm in charge of bringing new ISVs, independent software vendors, to our Intcomex ecosystem. So to start with this presentation, I would like to share with you a look at Intcomex. So to begin with this launching, I would like to introduce you with an overview of our Intcomex company. As all of you know, Intcomex is the leading platform of value-added solutions and technology products in Latin America and the Caribbean. We have more than 1 million square feet of storage, 2 billion in sales with a 16 average since 2002. We also have direct sales in 41 countries, a complete distribution infrastructure with operations, sales force, marketing, purchasing, logistics, and support in 14 countries. We have 31 years of successful growth in the industry, more than 88,000 of active customers, and partnership with the most relevant vendors in the market. Also, we have 2,000 of employees with 24 locations with a warehouse and 2 distribution centers, one in Miami and the other one in Panama. So we are the leaders of cloud solutions in the Caribbean and Latin America, with the largest coverage in the region. Which is our value offer as a leader distributor of cloud services in Caribbean and Latin America? We have, as all of you know, the Intcomex Cloud Platform, the ICP, where we provide fully automated cloud solutions for self-management and control. We also have professional services with a team of cloud engineers trained and certified to assist our partners in creating and implementing solutions. We also have our solutions portfolio with world-class portfolio with solutions ranging from simple to fully customizable. We also have the resellers enablement when we design your own value offerings and empower your team with sales and digital marketing resources. We have also added value services, which provides a comprehensive service approach to our partners. And finally, customer support with state-of-the-art technology and a team of agents trained to offer its clients a first-level support. As a customer support, we also have with the state-of-the-art technology and this team of trained agents, Intcomex offers its clients the website as well as the ticket generation service via email, 24/7 self-service to our customers. Live chat and telephone communications handle a 16/7 customer service format from Sunday to Sunday. These are the website and also the email we have to all our partners. Which are our standard time response by type of requests? We have a critical, urgent, and important. The critical is just as an hour of response when one or more services are inaccessible or unusable, and when we have multiple users or services that are affected. We also have the urgent. When we have this urgent time response, we have 2 hours of response when the fault is intermittent. The situation has a moderate impact on the business and can be resolved within business hours. And also we have the important failure, that we have a time response of 4 hours, but it does not impact customer productivity. So user experience partial outage. So this is our customer support available to all the resellers of Intcomex. So this is one of the most important things that I would like to share with you in terms of how we are working right now with Intcomex, with our ecosystem of Intcomex. But now the first reason why we are joined here in this specific session is to present all of you a new solution integrated in our marketplace with Intcomex. This solution is called SmartTime 365. So I would like to share with you a brief video about this solution before starting with the presentation of Damion Chambers, Director of Technology at Smart Technologies and Services, and he will present this SmartTime 365 solution.
Hello. Are you having a problem tracking employee punch times, creating work schedules, and calculating your payroll? Do you need a time clock and easy-to-use time management software that helps with payroll and tracking of paid time off, such as sick and vacation? You've come to the right place. We provide easy-to-set-up time clocks with biometric, proximity card, and PIN features with expert cloud software to capture employee punch times, create work schedules, and calculate employee pay hours either daily, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Pay hours are calculated in real time as the employees clock in and out. Access the system from anywhere using a computer or mobile device and easily send pay hours to your payroll or accountant. Employee work hours can easily add up to thousands and thousands of dollars. And without a time tracking solution, some companies overpay by as much as 10 to 30%. So save time and money today. Employees will no longer be overpaid for time not worked, and you won't have to spend hours at the office verifying timesheets and doing payroll. Our solution is simple, flexible, and very easy to use. It is scalable to any size company and easily customizable. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today.
Thank you very much. I have this presentation. Now we are moving to the presentation. I don't know if you can see my screen right now.
Yes.
Okay, so let me introduce you to Damion Chambers, as I told you before. He's the Director of Technology at Smart Technologies and Services, and he's going to present this Smart Time 365 solution. Hi, Damion.
Hi, good morning, Isabel. Thank you. Okay, so just to control the presentation, I shared my screen, so
okay,
you should be seeing the PowerPoint up right now.
Yes, I can see a screen.
So it's up right now. You're seeing the PowerPoint. Okay, good. Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Damion Chambers from Smart Technologies, and I'll be going through our Smart Time 365 SaaS application that we have on the marketplace. So a little bit about Smart Technologies. We're a software design firm. We provide computer hardware and software systems, primarily for people management in the field of human resource and time and attendance. We use biometric time clocks as our primary means of capturing time information, but we do provide other products and support services to our clients, such as computer hardware and tech support. We offer our solution on a cloud and on-premise implementation. For some clients, they would want a private server, and we also allow our solution to integrate with other third-party applications. We're in a wide array of industries, from the private sector, private companies such as medical offices or supermarkets, to government institutions and schools in the education sector. So our aim at Smart Tech is to continually improve on our products and services so we can provide what the client needs. And as businesses grow, we want to grow our technology portfolio to cater to the needs of our clientele. Now, the SmartTime 365 SaaS platform is designed primarily for small to medium enterprises as an easy and cost-effective means for time tracking. The main objectives of the solution is to provide something that's effective and captures, employee punch times, whether they're early, on time, or late, and as a means of tracking PTO such as sick, vacation, and otherwise. It also aims to assist in computing payroll hours quickly for some companies who do payroll in-house or needs to tabulate regular or overtime hours. It's meant to be a cost-effective solution that doesn't require a budget to acquire. And that would allow it to stand out against multiple providers bidding on the same service. Easy to set up and maintain, not requiring much tech support on an ongoing basis, so clients would not get frustrated with the system going down on a regular basis. This system is easily distributable. You can have it in multiple locations or one location depending on the setup of the customer. So it's meant to be a pre-packaged off-the-shelf product. We send you all the necessary hardware and mounting fixtures needed, as well as the information for you to log on to the system and have it functional. Within half an hour of receiving the package or less, you should be able to be ready to use the system online and active. It just requires basic internet connection to use, and you can access it via your computer or mobile phone. So this is a product that is ideal for massive distribution, and it does not require a lot of intense capital or manpower to manage. So far, our application has helped a lot of companies in the following areas. We have customers in the hotel and tourism business, education sector. We have a wide number of schools sign up for services, manufacturing companies, corporate offices that have probably 6 to 12 people. Those are becoming very popular. And the typical retail, such as pharmacies, wholesale, and supermarkets, they continually need this type of solution. And we see now government and agencies of government implementing these type of solutions in more recent time. Also, we kind of spilled over into construction. A lot of real estate development is happening in a lot of countries, and it's an easy way to track the labor force on a construction project, as we have hardware that is mobile, that can move around and is battery operated, allowing you to move from site to site. The system uses biometric or cards. We prefer biometric, and it will compute all the necessary work hours as is configured by the user. Now, the software is offered on a monthly subscription, and for this you will have the use of the application as well as technical support available to you. We will provide an introductory review training session along with the provisioning of the service, and ongoing technical support and training videos will be available online on our YouTube channel for you to access. Currently, we have these packages from 15 up to 100 employees. Anything over 100 normally requires a private server for the customer. So we'd want to identify exactly how many employees this customer has, so we know if we can put them on a public server or they will require a private Azure service. Now, the value add that this software will offer is that no great computer infrastructure is needed, just basic internet connection, saving on payroll expenses, because typically for if employees show up late or the time is miscomputed, that can result in thousands of dollars. If you have 50 people and an average of an hour late per month, even at a $10 an hour pay rate, this amasses to a large amount of money over time. And we want to also improve on employee punctuality. So with a system in place, we find that employees become more punctual. They show up more on time when they know that the time is being recorded. Now, in terms of competition with other systems on the market that you may be aware of, and what we're offering is that we want to provide all-in-one package. So the hardware is bundled, and the software that comes along with it is custom, user-friendly design software that is hosted and ready for you. So you won't have to set up any hosting account or anything like that. So it's out of the box, ready to use, and it comes with all the business reports that the customers are looking for, as well as we'll add new reports over time as we see the need. So it provides an immediate return on investment in the short term, and that is excellent because customers are really looking to save on costs, and that will also give a competitive advantage to your marketability of the solution. You know, other solutions on the marketplace on the internet, if you've tried any of them, you know, you get hardware and that is limited. It comes with no software and you have to get coding done or get a programmer, and then technical support is almost non-existent in some instances. So for the reseller, you generally have a portfolio of clients that already consume products and services from you. So all you have to do is now upsell this particular service to your existing clientele. You as a reseller can also charge premium fees for training and support services. Clients generally, we find that they generally enjoy the comfort of having you as the reseller provide an all-in-one service. And the cost for that service now is dependent on the relationship with you and that customer. So, you know, you can charge from a basic fee to a premium fee. Resellers can charge, we recommend a selling price of $30 per month for the service to the end customer. And you can charge for personalized training and support services in excess of $250 per session. Or as as the relationship you have with your client, you can set those fees. So you can also look at charging an overall package for the year to include the subscription fee and technical support, you know, something like $1,000 per year for a combination of services. So the requirements to sell a solution. Okay, so I'm at slide. Okay, yes, so this is my slide. So the requirements to sell the solution is you have to have a client account in Intcomex. You have to have a reseller account as well. You provision the service, and then we will activate your account and send you the necessary hardware for you to get the customer set up. All right, so I believe what we're going to look at now is we're going to give you an idea of how the service is provisioned and some other information that will assist you in accessing the service on the marketplace.
Ayrton, I would like you to help us with the scenario we have right now in the marketplace. So I don't know if you can share your screen, Ayrton.
Yes, thank you very much, Isabel. Thank you very much, Damion. Good morning, everyone. So let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen here, Joe.
Okay, so everyone, this is what our platform looks like. It's called affectionately ICP, Intcomex Cloud Platform. And as a reseller in our Intcomex Cloud program, you have access to this portal. To get to the Smart Time solution, each reseller will get what's called a marketplace, and you're going to be required to add the Smart Time solution to that marketplace. So you can either edit it here by selecting this pen in terms of edit marketplace, or go to the marketplace itself, and at the bottom of the screen it says edit marketplace, and I go and edit, and I have the ability to click on what's called the Add Services tile button, or the Add Services icon here, whichever one takes me to the next screen that allows me to add the cloud services that Damion and Isabel just spoke of to my marketplace. So I'm gonna go ahead and add all those services now. so they become available to the marketplace. So once they have been added to my marketplace, I can then provision the service to any of my customers. So I have a customer here, chocolate factory. Yeah. And that with that customer now, there are multiple ways of adding these services. You can either go to plus new and add a service here, order service, or you can go to new service. I like to use this procedure of going to available services. It allows me to just simply select for the service that I'm looking for, which is Smart Time. And I will choose one of the services based on what it is that I require for the customer. So remember, this is the reseller interface. This is what you will actually be doing as resellers. So I'm going to select the lowest option here, which is 1 to 15 users. And as you can see, all solutions, it gives you the pricing. And if I want to know what the price table looks like for the different solutions, I go to View Service. And as a reseller, I will see the necessary information. There's a basic setup fee. What's the cost to the reseller? What's the cost to the end customer? And what's the monthly charge for the service? So let me go to the actual provisioning aspect of it now. So hit the plus to provision. There's some terms and conditions that you would need to agree to. I had done it before, so I agree to the terms and conditions, but please review those terms. Things like, the order will be processed within X number of hours, etc., etc., and everything that Damion spoke to prior. So when you go to the next page, it gives you a summary of what your cost, that's the reseller cost, and what's the suggested retail price for the service. You'll enter the name of your client here. So for example, Best School. Name of the individual, Best Principal. In terms of the contact person in your client, you give them a number. Of course, all fields that require information have a blue asterisk beside it. So we're just going to enter information here. Parish of Kingston, City of Kingston, country located Jamaica in this case, and this is available for all of the Caribbean, so please understand it's not limited to Jamaica. The service is a cloud service and it's available everywhere. I'm going to just put my company email address in here now. Any special notes and instructions that you want to put in there, I'll just say none for now. And once I've completed the required information, I can actually tag this to say notify when the service has been provisioned. I indicate when I want to start my billing, and I go to next. It will then give me a summary indicating that this is the sell price to the end customer. This is the one-time setup fee that will be charged. And if you want to know what your cost is, this little tab here that says expand table, we expand it and you get the reseller cost. So for a $30 sell price to the end customer, you have a $24 cost to the reseller, right?
And I would just like to point out as well that the setup cost includes the hardware component. So that would be shipped off to the reseller. Yes.
Thank you for that, Damion. So once that is done, you simply hit provision, and the requisite account for that customer is then created within the Smart Time portal. Notification will be provided to you based on the the email account that you presented earlier. And let me just scroll back to that. So this email account will get that notification to indicate that it has been provisioned, and the associated instructions to be able to access the software will be provided to that email account as well. Back to you, Isabel and Damion.
Thank you, Ayrton. Okay, move to the next slide. Okay, here we have the marketing in a box. This is kind of assets of pieces of marketing that you will have available in our reseller portal. So if you can visit the reseller portal, we are going to upload all these assets. I don't know if we are going to have it this week or next week, because this information has to be available to all of our resellers that maybe just want to send some kind of information to your end customers. So you have this information available in the reseller portal, and also we have the landing page on Intcomex web cloud page available for all of you. This is public data that you have access to. But in terms of internal marketing assets, you have these pieces, these assets, as I told you before, available in the reseller portal to use with your end customers.
Point out that also in terms of marketing, when you go on the service itself, there are downloadable information about the equipment and the specifications. So that's here under downloads, as well as another PowerPoint type presentation document that presents the solution and the reports and the benefits. So this will help with the marketing. The video link is also there, as well as we've included some screenshots from the application that shows how the timesheets are laid out and the type of reports that you get from the system in terms of present, absent ratios, and comparatives.
Damion?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. I have here some questions of the audience. Shane is asking, by default, what type and number of rules are included with the 1 and 4 packages?
Let me see if I can help with that question, Damion. So Shane, essentially packages 1 to 4, it's a bundle in terms of biometric clock with X number of users. Package 1 is 1 to 15. Package 2, go hit the back button for me, please, Damion, just to show the available services for Smart. Go back to available service for me, please, and search for Smart again. Thank you, Damion. All right, so as you can see here, package 1 is 1 to 15 users, package 2, 16 to 25 users. So it's basically grouped in that way. In terms of the rules and that govern the solution, that where Damion went to a while ago. So Damion, hover over the Smart Tech and go to View Service. So all the rules are basically indicated there. A description of the service and the terms and conditions can be found in that location.
Right, so Ayrton, I don't think you understood my question. So typically when you're collecting time, you have work rules. You have work rules, right. So what if they come late? What if they have schedules? What happens if they don't turn up? So the question is, what kind of rules do you have in place? Or is it that the solution only collects the time that persons clock in and we manage the rules against those separately? Meaning, if I'm supposed to turn up for a 9 to 5 and I have arrived at 9:30, it means that the clock in will only capture from 9:30 to 5. But what happens in the back end? Is it that HR will then do the process of deducting a half an hour and probably putting a note on my letter if I'm probably systematically late for 4 times on show? Or is it that there is some kind of exception that my manager now needs to note, so that I would have called ahead to say, hey, I had a family emergency, so I'm coming in late? How is the system geared towards treating those?
Okay, Damion, over to you on that.
Okay, so those types of rules are primarily on the end customer level, but we do cater to the standard scenarios. For example, if you can see this picture clearly, Like for March 16th under Lorna Campbell, in terms of the arrival time versus the shift column, you notice we have a late by column that clocks 0.35 of an hour as late in terms of her clocking time, and then the total in time to be 7.95. The total out time for break would be 0.7, and late time, which is time extended after the shift, would be 0.17. Now, this information is enough for each end user to tabulate their own set of work rules. For example, if I don't pay overtime, I ignore late OT. But if I do pay overtime, I'll take the accumulation of that time. So enough rules are set in the system. If somebody is absent, for example, March 19th, it's highlighted in red under Lorna again. And right there now, there's a drop-down list allowing you to choose multiple reasons for absenteeism. It could be just absent. In the case of March 19th for Darby Brown, where it says absent, no punch. Or it could be a sick day or a vacation day. So multiple options are available for selection. If the person missed a punch, then an override can be done by clicking the add times or the adjust times button. So all those features are pre-programmed in the application.
Damion?
Yes.
I have a couple of more questions. I have here Ron Jing. It says, can you describe the included hardware?
Okay, so we have various types of hardware that we offer. You get a standard unit. Let me show you that unit. Are you still seeing my screen, Isabel?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah, so I'm on the website. So if you go to add-ons, these are the different types of time clock hardware that we offer. So you would get this US10C model. That's the standard one that comes with the package. It offers biometric PIN and card functionality, but we do have some others like facial readers and this portable reader here that we primarily use in like construction or entertainment. For companies who move from location to location, this can go along with them, and then when it's on Wi-Fi, it would upload the time. We're also introducing, for those who want it, a new thermal scan device that will scan your face and also record your temperature. So these are the hardware products that are available, but by default, the US10C model is what comes with the setup package.
Damion, I have another question from JD. What is the cost for an additional clock?
Okay, so that cost is right here on the same page, the add-ons page. The cost for each additional unit is listed right here.
We have another question from Beryl. Good day, Damion. What is turnaround time for getting the physical equipment here?
Okay, what's that person's location? But that would depend on the turnaround time. But we have devices in Jamaica and Miami at the moment. So devices will be dispatched from either of those locations. The shipping method, I guess, would determine how soon you get it. But I know from Miami to the Caribbean, it's usually within like 3 to 5 days. When we ship stuff from Miami to Jamaica, we normally get it within the same week or the following week, depending on when we sent it off. So it should be a week or less if you're in the immediate Caribbean area.
Yeah, Beryl is she's let me see. It says in Jamaica. In Jamaica.
Yeah, so we have so that would be like same day or next day in terms of provisioning of the service. So within the same 24 to 48 hours, we'll send out the devices in Jamaica. Yeah.
Damion, I have another question for Clement. What are the import and export formats and capabilities? Example, data elements or APIs available?
Yes. Okay. So the reports that we're looking at and the data that comes from the system can be exported in CSV or PDF formats. So you can get details or summary in that respect. In terms of APIs, yes, we're looking into adding some API functionality, but we just want to see how the system performs first and the requirements of the customers before we jump into that. But we already have those plans in place to offer an API integration. Yes.
Okay. I have another question from Damion. Does the system expose an API endpoint for the purposes of integrated with other systems, such as payroll or HR backends?
Yeah, so that's a similar question. Yes, we provide export, especially for payroll. That is key. But in terms of the HR integration, that one is typically the HR has the main source of data, and this is just the time tracking portion. So what we'd use to link with the HR system is the employee IDs. So you're able to marry both systems together in terms of reporting. So that can be facilitated through one of the export formats that we have available in the application. But I must point out, it would not necessarily be a real time, but more of a amalgamation of data in terms of reporting. And we will be adding an HR or expanding the HR aspect of the application over time. So you'll see more and more HR features. Right now we have time tracking and vacation and sick. We'll be adding more and more HR functions to the application.
Damion, I have another question here. I don't know if it's the right word, are illimit or unlimited? I don't understand here in the chat. Are illimited to the codes you showed in the demo, or can the customer choose?
So Isabel, I think the question is, are we limited?
Limited.
So
okay.
You're right. The W was missing. Yeah, it is there now.
Yeah. Are we limited to the codes you showed in the demo, or can the customer choose their own codes or activities to track?
Okay. When you say codes, what exactly are you referring to as codes?
Clement, if you can help us to specify. As in create codes for activities.
Okay, so we know in terms of the PTO list and the absentee list, it's a very extensive list at the moment. You can request that we add additional items to it, but it would have to be in a uniform way. More than likely, one of the codes there will be able to match what you're looking for already, because I think it's a list of about 42 different codes. So something there should be able to match what you're looking for.
Damion, I don't know if you have some kind of templates that you may show to the audience about how is the service, about the solution, because I can see the screen, but it's I cannot see very well the screen.
Let me see if I can get something up.
Thank you.
So I'm logged into the system right here. So in terms of the codes for absenteeism, as I said, we have a long list here. So this, you should be seeing the screen more clearly, right? Yes.
Yes.
So we have a long list of codes that you can select, and you can request, as we grow the solution with you, you can request codes to be added. So we'll be able to add additional codes for you through support. All right. As it relates to the HR, as I said, we are actually adding HR functionality to the application as well. So over time, you'll see that aspect of the system expand. So while we wait on that portal to load, can you hit the drop down? Okay. Now let me let that load up. I think I noticed my internet gets slower and slower. Okay. So right here, I'm on the time management page. Oh, kicked me out. Let me just log back in really quickly. Okay, so we spoke about the export format. So in terms of integration with the payroll application, we have some predefined export formats set here that will give summaries of the time management and the code formats. In terms of printed reports, we have different categories of reports depending on the user's needs. So we find that, users will normally search the reports and stick with something that they are comfortable with. Let me take a look at this particular report. So with this particular report, it gives in and out times for each day, the computed hours and overtime, the shifts, and the status of each day, whether the person was in on time, early, and late. And it gives an amalgamation of all of those codes at the bottom of the screen in terms of a count of how many times absent versus late versus on time for the particular person. All right. So there are various reports that exist. I actually ran this for like everybody, so it's like 161 pages. But on the timesheet page, I could actually just narrow down one or more employees and just search for those particular employee timesheets. I also have the ability to filter by department, or I can just stick to those who are present and get that information as well. So it's a pretty functional application. Everything is on one page, more or less, and you're able to navigate through. For right here where a time is missing, I can just go and do a time adjustment and add the missing time to the employee's timesheet.
Damion, do you have any kind of information to add to this session?
No, pretty much I went through everything. It's just meant to be a very simple and effective tool. And it's meant to be cost effective, so it can be distributed among a large subset of small to medium-sized businesses. And we have already at Smart Technologies, we have, in terms of employee count, already 35,000 users on the system every day. So we know there's immense opportunity for this type of solution in the market.
Thank you, Damion. And thank you all the attendees to this session. As all you know, we have all these services uploaded and integrated in our marketplace. So if you want to see the terms and conditions and the description of the services, you can visit our marketplace. And then if you are interested on some of the plans or the services we have integrated, you can just contact us and to see if you want to, or if you need some kind of one-to-one session with Damion.
My apologies, I was on mute. I did have one question concerning the application of this solution when it comes to persons doing remote work. I know we mentioned the Wi-Fi and mobile scanners, but I just wanted a little bit of description on how that is applied for companies who have remote workers, so persons working from home, etc.
Damion?
Yes. Okay, let me okay, so all of our units have both Ethernet and Wi-Fi capability. So that means for the Wi-Fi, it just simply means it can be connected wirelessly without having to run an Ethernet cable. For the remote device, like this mobile device, it has a battery backup. So you can take it outside the office and work at an off-site location. Particularly we see event and construction companies do this a lot. People come at the location, they clock in at the time they arrive at the location, and they clock out when they leave the location. That device now goes back to the office. And when it goes back to the office, the Wi-Fi connection or the Ethernet connection just uploads all the time to the web server so they can be processed. So that's how that particular process works. You can also, from a remote side, you can also use like a mobile hotspot. You can connect the device to a mobile hotspot and it's live. It will send the information in real time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
We have another question. JD, you raise your hand.
Yes. Can you say if the terminal, can it use like can it work with like a maglock or strike lock? Does it have the ability to do that?
Okay, so this is not a access control terminal. It's not built primarily for that service purpose. However, it does carry a relay at the back of the device that you can integrate into either a magnetic lock or a bell type of situation. So it's there for you to expand the use. But you won't get like access control functionalities like door delay or some other alarms and stuff like that that normally come with an access control device. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you very much to all the attendees. Thank you very much, Damion and Ayrton. So thank you very much for all of you and have a nice day. Ayrton, I don't know if you have something to add to end this session.
No, just thank you very much, Damion, for choosing Intcomex, for distributing your solution. And I hope everyone appreciates this session and understand the benefits that the solution offers. Feel free to reach out to us at any time.
So thank you, Damion, and thank you all the rest of the attendees.
I'm Isabel. Thank you as well.